know that AI is all over the place, and it's not only going to impact tech-heavy industries, but it's going to impact probably every industry there is. And more specifically, today I'm going to talk to you about how AI is going to impact the commercial loan brokering business. I got a question from a student of the course just a couple of weeks ago. I thought I'd take the time to talk about how this is going to impact things. So first of all, let's talk basics, have a basic understanding in case you're not in the commercial loan brokering business. This is where you help business owners get debt capital through the SBA, through banks, through alternative lenders, all kinds of ways. And then you get a success fee when they close the deal. So what you may typically see is if you have a $2.6 million deal, I had one of those come to me recently, and you close that and you're charging 1%, that's quick math, you'd make $26,000 on that deal. Now, don't want you to get too excited. Yes, you can make that kind of money. I had a student named Tommy who made 120 off of one of his deals. Does that happen? Yes. Is that the norm? No, but you can make either some great part-time money, or some people have been able to turn this into a full-time business. So the commercial loan brokering business is great. We're starting to see rates come down, which means volume's going up. It's an exciting time to be in the industry. If you're curious about it, check out my course. I'll put a link to it in the description. So how is AI going to impact the business? So when you do commercial loans, there's two different parts of this that occur. And as a commercial loan broker, you're involved in one part of this. So from a commercial loan brokering perspective, there's what's called the origination and there's the servicing. Okay. The origination is the idea of when the loan is beginning. So it's the application phase where the borrower is working with the lender, or if you're the broker on behalf of the borrower, you're working with the lender and you're helping them get approved, negotiate terms, work through conditions, all these different things. The servicing side is once the loan is booked and it's on the lender's platform and portfolio. As a commercial loan broker, you most of the time, I never say all the time, 100% is a dangerous statistic, but 99.9% of the time you will never be involved in the serving of a commercial loan unless you work with a lender that does what's called chargebacks, meaning if they have within a certain amount of time the loan charges off or something happens, they may charge you back the commission that you got paid. But that's never happened in my entire career doing this. But then again, you have to know what you're doing. So AI is really going to impact the origination side of things. So if you've paid attention to, let's use an analogy here. If you've paid attention to applying for jobs, you probably know by now that AI is often scrubbing applicants before they get in front of a person. So let's say you do a job posting and you get 1,000 applicants coming in. AI may weed through those 1,000 applicants and only put the top 100 in front of a person to review to decide if they're going to interview them. I believe, and I've seen it already happening, that AI is being used in a similar fashion as it relates to commercial loans. Now, this would be through some sort of digital portal. There are still lenders out there who use the good old-fashioned methods of gathering paper and putting it in front of a person. That still happens. But if you work with a lender on behalf of your borrower that uses a digital platform of any type, think your digital banking platform, where you start to fill out an application. Maybe there's a form that gathers information about the loan. We are starting to see AI being used in that process. And what it is doing is the AI is scrubbing loan opportunities to determine if it's worth putting in front of an individual. They're using basically baked-in underwriting guidelines that you have to hit a certain threshold, and it may already decline you, at which point you'll get a decline letter or something pop up on the screen and say you're not appropriate for a business loan before it goes to a person. So we're definitely seeing that part. Definitely seeing AI used in speeding up the process and making commercial loans more effective. So that's on the lender side. Now, another place for you as a commercial loan broker to be thinking about is leveraging AI in your prospecting efforts. Now, this is probably the most impactful place that AI is helping commercial loan brokers and lenders and basically everyone. So if you haven't done your research, AI is so good by now that it can actually make calls on your behalf. There are people using AI to actually call prospects and have a brief conversation with them and then get them to a person or get them to an application. So AI is really having an impact on the go-to-market side of commercial loan brokering, where you're prospecting, responding to inquiries, checking on a recurring basis rates. AI is really playing a key role. So as a commercial loan broker, these are things that you need to be experimenting with. Now, do you have to have AI to be a successful commercial loan broker? No, you do not. But it will make you more effective. Simple things like using an LLM, large language model like Gemini or ChatGPT is what a lot of people know. Using that to even help you design email sequences. This is another place AI is proving helpful. If you have a lead generation form on your website, and as part of that lead generation is a follow-up sequence of emails, one place that AI can really help you is crafting what those emails, how they may sound, and how you target specific industries. So let's say you're very interested in helping the dental industry get business loans. That's the niche you want to focus on as a commercial loan broker. Well, you can use AI to help you craft very specific email sequences for that industry. So while I'm seeing AI be very prevalent with the lenders in terms of their process, making them more efficient, underwriting, screening out borrowers, those types of things, also improving the closing process, the biggest place I'm seeing AI have an impact is going to be on your efforts as a commercial loan broker as you're marketing yourself and going through your process. So that's the place I would focus if I were you, specifically around your go-to-market motions, email sequences, designing landing pages, even things as simple as creating collateral for you. So a good example, if you're not familiar with Figma Make can design things for you almost instantaneously. From a collateral perspective, I use Canva for some of my collateral. It has an AI component. AI is playing a big role in marketing and go-to-market motions. If you're not experimenting with it, you're not being as efficient as you can and not helping your customers as fast as you can. Hope that helps. If you're curious about the commercial loan broker industry, check out my site where I train people on how commercial loan brokering works, including email templates, a fee schedule, all these different things. It's at commercialloanbrokerinAbox.com. Thanks a lot.